Erectile dysfunction is an incredibly common condition, but understanding exactly why it happens is the first crucial step toward fixing it. Today, we are breaking down the etiologies of erectile dysfunction into its two main branches, organic and psychogenic, and giving you the high yield clinical differentiators to tell them apart. Let us dive right in. The first branch is organic erectile dysfunction, which essentially means there is a physical or physiological issue at play. This is the most common cause of ED in men over the age of 50. Now, so what actually causes organic ED? We can break it down into a few subcategories based on the standard medical classification. First are vasculogenic causes, which involve blood flow issues. This includes conditions like hypertension, diabetes, smoking, and atherosclerotic disease. Next are neurogenic causes involving nerve damage from things like spinal cord lesions or peripheral neuropathies. And then we have anatomic causes or trauma, such as a history of radical prostatectomy or pelvic surgeries. We also have endocrinologic causes, which are hormonal imbalances like testosterone deficiency, hypothyroidism, or hyperprolactinemia. Finally, do not forget medications. Prescription drugs like thiazide diuretics, SSRI antidepressants, and antiandrogens like spironolactone are notorious for causing organic ED. Now let us switch gears to the second branch, psychogenic erectile dysfunction. This results from mental stress, depression, a stressful partner relationship, or performance anxiety. Performance anxiety is actually extremely common and happens when someone focuses heavily on the outcome of getting an erection rather than the enjoyment of the process. If the ED has a gradual onset, lacks morning erections, and persists no matter the situation or partner, you're likely looking at an organic vascular, neurologic, or hormonal issue. But if the onset was sudden, morning erections are still present, and the ED only happens with a specific partner or during high stress, it is almost certainly psychogenic. Understanding these two branches completely changes the treatment approach, whether that means adjusting blood pressure medications, starting a PDE5 inhibitor, or pursuing psychosexual therapy. If you found this clinical breakdown helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more straightforward medical explainers. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.